right, so as you know, if you follow us this summer, I'm going to show you all the amazing places that you should go instead of a national park. Not that national parks aren't amazing, but they're just, everyone's going to there, and there's so many great places like City of Rocks that we're going to show you today. City of Rocks is amazing for rock climbing for sure, but even if you just love nature and you want to chill and see some of the most amazing night skies, it's really great spot to go.
Sifting through the rubble, chipping at a broken wall.
We tried
Okay.
one tonight.
Okay, so the last time we were in City of Rocks was in 2017, and it was like the middle of August, I think. So it was scorching hot here. Ironically, right now we're kind of cold, hence why I'm climbing in a jacket. But first time we were here, we wanted to go to climb this route called Bikini Candy and Tahitian Rocks, and it's an awesome 5.8. But we couldn't, it was just me and Mom and Isabelle, and we could not find it. We got lost like 3 different times, and not like lost, but we took so many wrong turns. It took us so long to get here. Finally, we got here, and it was awesome, but then we had to walk back, and we had no water, and it was so hot, and it was quite the adventure. So we are doing the exact same route as we did back in 2017, this time in the cold, and this time with a little bit more experience, and
4 years
not
later,
getting lost along the way.
4 years later, 2 extra people. They complained the whole way.
I'm new. New here.
I'm new here. What do you
I know the road is long, but we're not giving up.
So when you go to City of Rocks, a couple key things. You can come from the west or the east, but come from the east. The very first time we went to City of Rocks, we came in from the east or from the west, and it's like a 7-mile washboard road to get in, which if you have 4-wheel drive, then coming from the east doesn't matter. But for us in the motorhome, it's like bumpy the whole way. It's really easy when you come in from the east, coming from Malta. There's an RV dump site out right before you go in. You have to go through maybe a mile and a half of dirt road, but it's pretty well paved, unless there's been a storm.
I know the road is long, but we're not giving up. Love is taking over now. Nothing's gonna
The Site 46 is the best camping spot. Don't tell me. And don't book it if I want to go. And then when you camp there, right in the middle there, I think that's like area 3 and 4. You're like right by Bath Rock. You get to climb Bath Rock. We love to climb out at Tahitian Rock, which is a really long walk. I don't recommend it unless you're like trying to find 5.8s, and there aren't that many 5.8s in City of Rocks.
Here we are.
All right, so we got Tati and Jiraiya actually climbing today, and all it took was me fully leading. And they're like, well, if Mom led it, then I can climb it. I'm the marker. But it was really good because Gabi leads all the hard stuff, and so I'm feeling brave. I've been doing Gabi's hypnosis and her course. It's not called Brainwaves, it's called Flow State. Sorry, see, I'm a little after climbing. Flow State Warriors. I've been doing all her meditations and activations, and I'm so brave right now. I get led like 5'9" and 5'10" today. It's such a big deal. And now we got Tati on the wall.
I'm not gonna go to the top. I'm too afraid of heights. But since Jiraiya did it, I can't let him have all the credit.
Credit, you mean attention.
Yeah,
you can't let him
attention.
have all the attention. Jiraiya actually topped out, and Isabelle led this one too. And it's not super hard of a climb, but it's really run out, so it messes with your mind for sure. High step, girl. High step.
Up my homie.
Here we go. Dive into the great unknown. Has stories waiting to be told. The earth is bursting with color. Our hearts are open wide. The stars glow in wonder. We are so
Nice. Keep going.
Big thing that you can bring a 30-foot RV in to camp. There's some pretty good sized sites, but there's only a few, so you have to book them in advance because there's really not a lot of options for camping in there if you get there and like campsites are full. And there's sticklers for if you have an RV, there's only certain ones that are labeled RV sites, so don't try to take the RV sites or the tent sites if you're an RV. And every site is cool because it's kind of like Joshua trees like this too, where you have boulders in your campsite so the kids can like scramble, and there's a fire pit and a picnic table. You should bring your own water, even though there is water in City of Rocks. The big thing is that the first time we were there, we didn't have water because we saw that, oh, there's water. I kid you not, it was so brown. It was disgusting. Like I even boiled it and we didn't drink it. It was so gross. Now we have our Berkey with us every time we travel. Links in the description for Berkeys. But Berkeys are great because if you get in a situation like that, at least it'll filter all the contaminants out. But we brought water on this time.
Chasing down the dreams we found over the rivers and mountains, deep in the heart of the sea. We know adventure is calling, so we rode wild and free. Wild and free.
Here, so ask me. It's a game show. Hello, we're here to talk about the new guns.
And City of Rocks, one more thing about it is like, it's really great if like Gabi's so amazing and leads 5'10" now for us. The first time we came, I was only a 5'8" leader. I'm embarrassed, but it's hard when it's like, there are 5'8s. Make sure you have a stick clip though, because some of those first bolts are really high. And it's a little sandbagged, I think. You know, some of the routes are good, but a lot of the routes are good, but you want to be a proficient climber. So I can throw Gabi on the wall and she can get us up anything. But if when we first went there like 3 or 4 years ago and it was all on me, it was a little scary. I mean, I definitely stepped up for me because I was kind of a wuss this time. No, actually, I led some. You see in the video, I led some. City of Rocks, though, is so great. I mean, I would totally skip crowded Zion, crowded Tetons for a day. And Idaho in general is amazing, but I think City of Rocks is really gorgeous.